Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome to Homeland Heroes Salute Podcast with your hosts, Doug Macedo and Jim Roberg.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Homeland Heroes Salute. I am your host, Doug Macedo, and Jim Roberg is actually taking this evening off. So we definitely want to give a shout out to our Julie Weymouth, our Homeland Heroes Foundation founder and executive board member. It is Women's History Month this month, so we want to definitely give our hats off to her and tell her thank you for everything she has done and everything what she continues to do for the veterans community. Not just alone the veterans family members and stuff, the wife, the children, all that. She has provided so many opportunities and so many things for veterans and the veterans family members, the community, to be able to get assistance any way that they absolutely can. And all they got to do is just go onto the website, which is homelandheroesfoundation.org, and then they just got to be able to click on the link and then just get all that filled out, and then she'll be able to take it to the board and get you taken care of. So we want to definitely give her our hats off this month because, again, like I said, it is Women's History Month. So good. Again, thank you so much, Julie. Hope you enjoy your month, and we're going to go ahead and turn it over to give out the upcoming events that are coming up this year. So far right now, what we have that we are putting out there is we have on April 27th is the Great Gatsby. That's Saturday, April 27th at 5 p.m. until 11 p.m. It's in Windham, New Hampshire. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, you definitely want to get them because they are going. And if you need to reach out to Julie or HomelandHeroesFoundation.org to reserve your tickets, or if you can reach Julie on her phone, which is 603-458-1275, to get those tickets booked. So make sure you mark that down on your calendar. Reach out, get those tickets pre-ordered, and we'll definitely see you there because there's going to be a lot of items that they're going to have out for auctioning. Which one's a autographed boot signed by Robert O'Neill, who killed Osama bin Laden with SEAL Team 6. And they have it sounds like it's going to be an absolutely amazing time, but it's always, like always, it is absolutely amazing. Next that we have is the Captain Ryan's Ride, which is the Homeland Heroes 10th annual motorcycle ride for Ryan's Ride. It's in honor of Captain Ryan. So mark your calendar down, June 22nd. It is at the Dairy Salem, New Hampshire Elks, and that's at 39 Shadow Lake Road in Salem, New Hampshire. Registration from 9:30 to 10:30. Kickstands up on the dot at 11. So definitely make sure you get those tickets. It is $25 per person. You can reach again. You can go onto the Homeland Heroes Foundation.org page and get your tickets in advance, or you can call Julie as well. Again, that's going to have a bunch of auction items that you can put in for raffle items, as well as I could be out over speaking myself, but I believe there might be another silent auction or another raffling of an item. So definitely keep that in the back of your mind. But it's absolutely amazing. Last year it was absolutely hands down. The food was delicious. The shirts came out absolutely amazing, and can't wait again for the next for this year. So next event's going to be happening, but it's not going to be happening until August 5th, which is a Monday. So make sure you keep some vacation time, or keep at least a sick day so you can take to go enjoy a nice 18-hole round of golf. It is going to be on August 5th, and it's going to begin at the Wyndham Country Club, which is in Wyndham, New Hampshire. They will have the lunch and all that stuff provided. Again, it's going to be great prizes are going to be happening. Award ceremony is going to be happening. There's going to be a bunch of course contests that are going to be happening, which is usually the farthest ball driven. They're going to have usually the straightest ball driven. It's going to be probably the amount of holes, shots taken per hole. They're going to have that probably, but again, registration on that is going to be at 7 a.m. And the driving range will be open at that. And then at 8 a.m. is going to be on sharp. 8 a.m. sharp. It's going to be shotgun start, where everybody's going to get placed onto a certain hole with their teammates, and they will be going around and starting off at each one of the different holes. So definitely make sure you save that date, again, August 5th, which is a Monday. So save a vacation or save a sick day, whichever one you want to use. Or if you own your own business, what the heck, take the day off. It's okay, shut the doors. But you definitely will enjoy the time, and again, it's going to be an amazing time that's going to be happening. So with all that being said so far, definitely want to get into this episode again with everything that we've been talking about so far with the SGB and everything, with the cellular ganglion blockage. I want to get more into the whole, veteran suicide awareness. It really affects a lot of people that regarding suicide and everything like that. It's not anything that is it's never good. And when our veterans do go down a road in what we call like a rabbit hole, it's because they're fighting demons. And when they're fighting demons, it's never an easy battle. And that's why we always stress on everybody is that you need to take charge and be able to make a phone call, send text messages. If you don't hear from somebody on a regular basis that you normally talk to, definitely just send them out, give them a call, send a text message. They don't respond, go check on them. It's about checking on one another. It's about really being united to one another and be able to help your neighbor. it's all about that. That's what, sets us all apart, with everybody, is that we all need to just make sure that we're always checking on one another, and checking on your neighbors. It may not even just be with veterans, but it's checking in on one another. But with the whole thing with being for suicide awareness, we always got to make sure that we take it and make sure that we make contact with those individuals. You don't want to not have to worry later on. What if I would have done this? What if I would have done that? It's make sure you're doing it now. Make sure you're checking in on one another. It's not good when we're not checking in on people. It just shows those individuals of what they really didn't care about me. They really didn't. Screw them. That's what a lot they're adding into the veterans thinking. It's pretty much like, why these people don't care about me. Joe down the street didn't send me a text message or call me. Those are the things they're looking at, and they're saying to themselves, well, who cares? Nobody's calling me. I always make it a priority to send out text messages to people that I know, people I've might have just recently met. I'm always saying, hey, sending a text message out and saying, hey, Steve, how's everything going? Haven't talked to you in a while. Or, hey, Nick, I know we just met last year, at the races. How's it going? How's everything going? Is you need anything? I'm always getting responses back. And I'm 9 out of 10 times I'm getting a response also when they say, hey, thanks for reaching out. Or, when they say, yeah, I'm all set, everything's going good. But then they respond back with, but thank you for definitely caring and checking in. Because that's what it's about. It's making sure that their heads are not going, down that rabbit hole. They're not fighting those demons alone. It's sad that it's a sad situation when stuff like that is happening. For us veterans, a lot of them have done things that ordinary people have never done in their lives. They've seen things that no other ordinary people see on a day-to-day basis. They look at life a whole lot different than a lot of other people. It's a sad situation that we have 22 veterans taking their lives. We shouldn't have one veteran, and I want to make sure I make it clear, it's not just regular PTSD veterans that suffer from traumatic, brain injuries that are like TBIs and stuff like that, or they've living with, because they had to make a life or death decision on, if they go home or someone else goes home. It's also people that are struggling with being sexually assaulted in the military, which they call as MST. I want to make sure I put that out there, because I know when I spoke to a lot of different individuals, they've all said the same thing. There's people that raise their hand and they're like, I have PTSD, but it's from from this, and well, it's you're a part of it as well. It's the same. It's not in the same as what they had to go through, what they've seen or what they did. It's what they went through. It's still PTSD. It's still that part. And so for the women that, men and women that have gone through that, which they classify it as an MST, it's sad that they've had to go through that situation. A lot of people don't claim it, they don't say much about it or anything, they just go on, and some people just get out of the service because of that situation that arose, and nobody believed them, or they didn't want to talk about it, that it happened, because their squad leader or platoon sergeant or commander didn't really believe them or didn't really take it serious. It's sad, and this stuff should not be happening, and people should be held accountable for that, those things that they do. So I want to definitely talk about this stuff, and I've had to go through it myself. I've lost a really good friend. I've lost a friend who was also friends with this individual, and the friend who also knows the individual, he didn't take his life or anything, but he went through a lot of different stages of grief, and he's out on the other side now, where he's knowing how to handle it, knows how the coping skills that go with this. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll that footage. You guys take a look at that video, and then when we come back, we'll talk about it.
When I think back on these times and the dreams we left behind, I'll be glad, 'cause I was blessed to get to have you in my life. When I look back on these days, I'll look and see your face. You were right there for me. In my dreams I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my heart there'll always be a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am there you'll be. And everywhere I am there you'll be. Will you show me how it feels to feel the sky within my reach? And I always will remember all the strength you gave to me. Your love made me make it through. Oh, I owe so much to you. You were right there for me. In my dreams I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my
Alright, thank you. So you guys have now seen the video and everything, and I went to high school with this individual. I went to Mainland High School with him. Dustin will always be a part of my family and others. He's gone way too early. The date is coming up, and it's signs were there, but I didn't know what signs. I didn't know the signs until after the fact. And so, with all that, being said, it's, you gotta pay attention to people and see the things that they do. If they're selling off items, which we'll do another episode about more of this, but if you see someone changing and you see them change to quite a bit, it could be a happy or sad. You really don't know. But you got to know the individual of how they are to know what their telltale signs are. Even then, sometimes it's very confusing. We lost him early. He deployed multiple times. The drinking started happening. He was getting demoted quite a bit. He was back up to getting his E6, and things took a dive. And unfortunately, he ended up taking his life, and it changed everybody's life after that. His father was a pastor. His mother was the preacher's wife. His sister, and it just goes on. And as you see in the video, he wasn't an everyday individual. He enjoyed so much. He had fun. He laughed. It really took us all, and it's because we didn't know what signs to be looking for. But the military knew what signs. Could they have stopped it? Maybe. It's probably a good chance they could have. But unfortunately, they didn't. And we're here talking about it. So I just want to keep pressing this. Is if you know someone that needs help, make sure you get them the help they need. If you're a veteran and you're watching this, please know you're not alone. You always got us all. We're here for you. We'll always have your six. Just pick up the phone. You can definitely talk to Julie. You can reach out to myself or Jim. Through Facebook. You can reach through us even on the Homeland Heroes Salute podcast Facebook page. You can reach out to me as also on the Homeland Heroes Foundation Messenger. I will get the message and we can talk. If you're in need and you want someone to talk to, you have the Veteran Crisis Line, which is 988. Then option 1. Please just reach out. And if you reach out to me, don't worry. You know, I'll be there to talk, and you know, we'll talk things through. It don't matter what it takes, but if I even have to drive up somewhere or out somewhere, we can shoot the shit, have fun, and talk. It'll just be all about you. That's it. You know? And really, it's, you know, we can't afford to lose another. So, please reach out. Always remember, we're here for you. We'll always be there beside you, behind you, in front of you to help you out, no matter what. 365 days a year. 24/7. So, without all that being said, I'm going to end this evening's podcast. I salute you all. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Thank you for supporting Homeland Heroes Salute Podcast. Please make sure to like and follow Homeland Heroes on all of their social media outlets. Homeland Heroes Salute Podcast is a Foo Bar Studios Sinister One co-production.